This one's from Bill. Bill writes in, Joe and Al, based on information from your podcast, I'm planning on allocating a portion of my 2018 RMD to charity so that those dollars will now count as income to me. To this end, I set up a donor advised fund. However, when I contacted Schwab Charitable, they said donor advised fund is not eligible for a direct contribution. Per a law that passed in 2016, you must donate directly to the charities themselves. And while on subject of RMD restrictions, I understand you cannot allocate any part of the RMD as a rollover to a Roth IRA. If you want to roll over funds, you have to do that with monies taken out in addition to the RMD. Is this all correct? Your podcasts are great, and I always learn something new.
All right.
Thank you, Bill.
Love to answer those questions.
All right. First things first, Big Al. So he wants to do a QCD.
Yeah, qualified charitable distribution.
And a QCD allows someone to take their required minimum distribution up to $100,000 and give that directly to charity.
Yeah, and it can be more than your required minimum distribution. You can do up to $100,000, and it can count your RMD. You have to be over 70 and a half, right? And if you're married, you and your spouse could potentially do it. The advantage there is the money that comes out of your IRA as a required minimum distribution does not show up on your tax return. So you don't pay any income taxes on it. And that's even more beneficial right now, Joe, because a lot of people are not able to itemize their deductions because there's a higher standard deduction. So I think a lot of people are going to be using that. Now, can you give directly to a donor advised fund? Unfortunately, the answer is no. So that's the correct answer you got from Schwab Charitable.
Right, and you wouldn't want to in most cases now. Because if you're giving it directly to, let's say, a donor advised fund, I guess you could take a distribution, pay the tax, and then put it in the donor advised fund.
But that's the same as taking it out and giving it to anybody.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So the pro is that you just give it directly to the charity of your choice. You can give any dollar figure up to maximum $100,000 that comes from your retirement account.
Right. So let's say your RMD is $10,000. Okay. So you can do $2,000 directly to charity. That's fine. You could do $10,000. You could do $100,000. But if it's $10,000 or over, it counts as your full required minimum distribution.
Going on to the next question you had, Bill, is that you're asking about Roth IRA conversions, and you are absolutely right. You cannot convert required minimum distribution to a Roth IRA. The RMD always comes out first. So you have to take the RMD out first, then you convert whatever else that you want.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't know this rule. They get it backwards. So they do a conversion first and then a required minimum distribution second, and you actually can't do that. It's a prohibited transaction.
Right, and what happens then, if you did do that, it's like an excess contribution into the Roth IRA, and you're going to be penalized 6% per year that money's in the Roth. And here's the rationale behind it. It makes sense, is that if I have $100,000 in my retirement account, right, at December 31st, and then let's say January 1st, because that's where they calculate the RMD.
Sure.
And they're like, oh, okay, well, nope, just kidding. I'm going to convert $50,000, and then I'm going to calculate my RMD on $50,000. Well, no, you got to take the distribution first, then you can convert. So you are correct, Mundo there, Bill. You're on top of it.